Hello, and welcome to what is the finale of Chapter 1 of Drathnor Keep. Today's episode is called Kiss from a Rose. Last episode was called Hedge Full of Mazes, or A Maze Full of Hedges. Sorry, that makes way more sense. Hedge Full of Mazes. That would have been a much cooler episode. A Maze Full of Hedges. Tell me about last week. What did we get? What did we do? What happened? Why did it happen? All those things.
We were celebrating getting tons of prize money.
Yeah, you had tons of prize money from the previous week.
We did a maze.
That's where we started out celebrating.
Did we start with a maze?
No,
No,
Ragnar
we
got
started
second
out playing-
place in the wrestling competition.
Who did he lose to?
The security
That
guard at
random
the,
bouncer.
At the end.
Witchin. Can we have a witchin?
The dancing giant.
No.
Nope, that's not it.
The dancing kobold.
The chopped onion.
I know the name of it. Give me a second.
Wasn't it like the third one that nobody's ever heard of?
I know the name of it. It's gonna come to me in a second.
Think it over.
Keep going, and I'll come back to me. Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bunctious robot.
The Regal Squire in.
No, that's where you guys go all the time.
That's where we stay.
Yeah, bear with me a second. I keep clicking the same
the answer.
incorrect. Oh, do you? You have the correct answer?
What is it?
The Dusty Minstrel.
It is
Yeah.
the Dust Minstrel.
Close.
Yeah. And then
cute.
after the wrestling match, you guys played some cards. And in fact, I believe you played as a team. Is that right? Was that before the maze or afterwards?
It was afterwards.
The team game was after. Yeah, I think the team game was after. Before that, we just had some casual games.
Okay. We played
yeah.
twice.
Yeah. You played some
it was
cards before and after.
tournament style.
Exactly. Had a tournament style beforehand and a group match afterwards. What did you encounter in the maze?
People.
Some people, yeah.
There were multiple lost people.
Yep.
Rocks.
Traps.
Trees.
Tree,
Goats.
a mirror, fallen
Pies.
statues,
Or the
pies.
past. Pies, yeah, that was the main answer I was looking for, but all the others were great too.
Crusader.
A goat.
A goat!
A goat, and then a goat man. at
Excuse
the
me,
end.
that's super goat to you.
A goat that can fly and has a cape man.
And you know what we didn't get from the maze? Despite getting lots of
A
treasure,
reward.
we didn't get any
reward.
prizes. But you did get some treasure, including
But not limited
Underwear.
underwear of
Ragnar has
confidence.
dark vision. Ragnar has dark vision.
Ragnar's got some goggles on.
to. Oh, I got a halo.
A halo.
I currently have a halo go over
Yeah.
my head.
And a pair of
that's
companion
good.
rings. Isn't that exciting? And then you guys came back. You played tournament. You played a tournament of Mystical Magic. And then the announcement came: clear the room, go and get ready. Oh no, that's what I haven't done.
Uh-oh.
If you
Start
have
going in there.
bull art, please send it to me in a DM now.
What is it? Midnight? Is that the ball? Midnight.
Midnight Nights.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Probably.
My ball art is the one you sent me.
Yeah, I've got Cael, I think, somewhere.
Oh god, I don't know where that
Eco
is.
things.
Yeah, let me check DMs.
Outfits.
No, I've got yours and Ragnar's.
Why is it?
There you go.
It's picking on me.
Yeah. So tell me, guys, in the hour that you have to get ready, prior to the ball, what are you doing? Do not eat. It's a feast when you arrive. What are you doing?
So don't
Napping.
have a snack. Napping.
Eating
I guess starving
anyway.
myself.
I'm trying to practice walking in heels. With my
You're so
1
used to
hour.
floating through your balls.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm probably fashioning a kind of hedge-like bed for Buddy. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm not taking him.
Yeah, got to get that on Festival Day. Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
I'm making
he's
him.
coming
I'm making
too.
him a bed.
Is he? No. Josh just said he's not coming.
No, he's not.
I was
Nice
imagining
approach, Elora.
Like a carriage to carry him in.
no. He's staying at home, so I'm making him a little a bed made of like leaves and twigs and dirt, and, all that stuff.
Dirt. For his roots.
Yes. I'd probably fashion, if I'm not already, fashion a little bed with like soft pillows and blankets and stuff for Charlie.
Oh,
Charlie the rat. Yeah, staying at home while Daddy goes out and parties.
when Daddy's away, the children will play.
The rat and the awakened bush don't play.
They start throwing a party immediately, like in Shrek 2.
Yeah, exactly. We just like when the music stops with the ball, we just hear from my bedroom. Believe, say it again. Believe.
Exactly. How cute. I guess that's where Clover is too. Could she come too?
No. Well, she can go there.
Sleepover with
Yeah.
Charlie. She can have a sleepover with Charlie and
Yeah, exactly. That's my vision.
and Buddy. I mean, Buddy can't. Oh yeah, Buddy can because he can speak common. But the other two can't speak common, so
Clover,
how are they gonna communicate?
he understands common.
Okay, in the interest
Okay,
of
that's
time,
alright.
I'm not going to worry about the two others. Somewhere is some really good math-ass ball art. I don't know
We
where.
believe you.
I don't know where. I have it somewhere.
Wait, didn't you put it in the chat though?
I thought I did, but I don't know which chat or where or when. Or it might even have been like Fandelver chat because we were conversing in there. About,
Oh, no.
I can't fucking find it. I had a brief gaze.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Here it
Oh,
is.
savior of the day. It's Captain Joshua.
Got Jamal.
When you say there I go, where is there I go?
Drathnor, there's
Drathnor
Jamal.
You sent a picture of me, but he's looking for Mathis.
There's Olive. Did Elora put hers in the
No,
chat?
but the only person you
Elora-
haven't put
I
is
did, but I have a different
Josh.
one.
I've got all the people's art. I don't have
He's looking for
Mathas.
Mathis.
Oh, Mathis.
So in the interest of time, you'll have to believe me that it was good.
Josh, you are truly silly sometimes.
Oh, Mathis.
Fantastic, I love it.
Ignore me. Everyone just ignore me. It's been a really rough week for me. Please just.
I think the Mathis outfit you shared with us was just the funeral suit outfit.
No, I have really good ball art. Midwinter ball art for Mathas. I put it somewhere. I don't know if I gave it to you guys.
that's the
I don't know if I saved it
funeral.
somewhere. I haven't got a clue. I've got it. It's great. He's in a dark blue suit. I only know I did it because I gave him a picture of Michael B. Jordan in a recent thing that he wore to an event because I wanted the suit, and then it made Mathas black, and it made me laugh.
Tell me more.
This is the only reason I know it
Now he's
happened.
perfect.
But I can't find the ChatGPT chat. So anyway, yeah, you guys have an hour.
Here we
You
are.
get ready, and then who do we think is a Kino Bino? Who arrives early, or do you think you guys congregate together and enter together?
What's the thing we
I ride with
get
my
together?
parents.
Would the
What
four
a
of you like to congregate?
Why not?
Okay.
Congregate
Yeah.
next
Well-
to Ragnar's parents.
I'll congregate with them as my parents walk in.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
got to go
that's
in
good.
and you see the other four of them standing out, and your parents are like, Ragnar, do you want to go, you know, be with your friends and go in with them? And you're like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Cool. And yeah, as
Delightful.
you guys arrive,
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Ooh.
one more time, you're shut out.
No.
I just bowled her along the slippy floor. She was not expecting that. Yeah, as the five of you congregate outside, I have too many buttons to... I know what you're thinking about. I will chop your head off.
Not like this.
Yeah, the five of you sort of arrive together. You'll notice a few people standing outside, looking very elegant, getting ready. It's mostly youngsters who are standing around Quincy's with a few of his friends, causing trouble. He's hanging with Kenvar, which will make you real happy.
Ugh.
You'll notice that the princess... Oh, it's not really her name. She's not really a princess. The cousin of... Or the daughter of the king's nephew is the best way I can put it. who is Lysa Arnusi, is conspicuous by her absence. You know that as you sort of peek in, you'll see the high table. You'll see the prince is already sat. The Lady Meralda and Lord Corvin is sat. Lord Edric sat. But Lysa hasn't arrived yet. And you'll notice, like, that's the conversation bubbling around some of the younger nobles. There's this sort of like, oh, where is she? Where is she? And then you will also note that another person who is missing. Well, maybe you won't. I don't know. Let's go with a perception check. Anyone that's proficient? Ragnar, I don't care if you're proficient. I don't want one anyway.
I'll give him one.
You can have one, but you're not looking for this guy.
I rolled a nat 1.
Great. How appropriate.
13.
I forgot to roll my D100.
Can I guidance myself?
No, this is an active thing. This is just a.
That's
Did I
only
notice?
26.
Only 26. Yeah, Alex, you will. You don't necessarily notice that they're missing, but you catch Elizabeth talking about him missing, and you just hear her sort of saying, "He was meant to come in with me, and now am I going to have to walk in alone?"
How humiliating.
Ugh.
But I missed it. Who's she talking about?
That's a vampire.
You don't hear who he said just yet, and then you realize that she must be talking about Rydian. Rydian is missing. Eventually she turns around and she looks at Kieran and says, You can come in with me, Kieran. And Kieran sort of looks at her and goes, No, thank you. Much obliged, but no, thank you.
Who's he walking in with?
At the moment, it doesn't look like anyone.
Damn. Now that's a burn.
Can we ask him to walk in with us?
But you'll notice he goes and approaches his younger sister, Liana, and sort of formally offers his arm to walk in. He chose his 10-year-old sister, or 8-year-old sister, however old she is, over Elizabeth. Elizabeth is like,
Heck yeah.
You'll regret that.
Oh, that's cute.
But
what Elizabeth's wearing?
that is what Elizabeth was wearing on the first session.
Okay.
That's
I just wanted
outfit.
to.
This is their standard art.
Wearing that the
No.
whole time.
When you run a homebrew campaign, Josh, you can generate ball art for 35 NPCs for 20 different balls. I'm good.
You think I won't?
No, I think you
know,
will,
literally.
and that's okay. You enjoy that. I don't. I have not got time for that. Got better things to do. So yeah, you'll see some sort of like hesitation, and then you'll hear from inside. If everyone would like to enter, the ball is starting. Feast will be soon. Please come in and take your seats. Come in and take your seats. You hear the announcement coming from the high table. It is Lord Bantus making the announcement. He is technically in charge here. Lord Bantus and Lady Felia are the Lord and Lady of Drathnor Keep, but do remember that he is not the ranking noble. That would be Prince Rayan, who is seated to the Lord Bantus's right.
What does he look like again?
He's not in a ball
He's
gag.
not all that.
No.
Oh, the prince! I thought
It's
you meant
the
Lord
uncle.
Yeah,
Bantus.
what does he look like again?
I thought you meant Lord. I thought you were making a joke
Like
about how
Prince.
Lord Bantus is in a gimp outfit 24/7.
Get him off my
Definitely
screen.
not him.
No.
Yes, as you enter, you will see. Well, it is time for you to enter. The Prince Rayan Arnusi is set there. Happy
There
you.
we go.
That's the guy.
What about his uncle?
And no, not his uncle. The king's nephew, Lord Edric.
Oh yeah, there he
Yes.
is.
His cousin, cool. But far more beautiful than that
They're okay.
is Ragnar, wearing his long cloak of ice and
yeah.
fur.
Heck yeah.
He's sort of he will march on in. Most people won't notice, but you guys will notice Olive at his side, somewhere down there, looking beautiful. She's chosen to portray Midnight as black, not dark blue, and stands out for it, and possibly in a good way. A little behind them, completely invisible to most people, is Hugo, as Ragnar goes in all large, and then flanking Hugo on either side are Alex and
Oh yeah.
Cael.
Surf. A surf.
Ooh la 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 la.
Yeah.
We are a very attractive group.
Yeah, it is a very attractive group. I somehow made Olive the main character here. This is not intentional. To stream, that is.
Isn't she?
Of the Durmstrang Institute.
we did note your likeness to Crumb and Co. But yes, that is a group of you heading on in. It'll not be difficult for you to identify your table, but you will note that there are 7 seats at it. You knew there was going to be 6, as Olivia had requested an extra seat for Mathas. You were not expecting 7. No, you can't bring a courtesan to this part of the ball. They can come to the dance afterwards. They can't come to the seated feast.
Wait. So people are being judged based on their job?
No, by their lack of noble bloodline. So this is for landed nobles. So these are all nobles with land. Mathas did tell you that his father was a half-elf who came here due to his mother's human bloodline. So he, when Olivia asked, you will find out he does have land in his family. It's just not left to him.
Sounds like a bunch of dwarfophobes to me.
Yeah, absolutely. It is basically that. Although there are 2 dwarfs at the high table. So there is that.
What are they doing there?
Trying desperately to see over it. No, I'm kidding. They are 2 gentried nobles from Pazutna, from the south. You had guests at the previous ball from Pazutna, Bonego Battleaxe and his friend.
Yep.
We never talked about my boyfriend's family history. Can't we just make him a noble?
Not today. So the previous ball, you saw Bonego and Galdan and their representative, Brother Ilari Slade. This time round, you just see a couple of dwarves. You don't really recognize them. They don't get announced formally. In fact, nobody gets announced formally. It's in this particular situation, most of the high nobility entered first and sat at the table. So at the high table, you will see the Lord Bantus and Lady Felia, Prince Rayan, and on the other side, Maldranik. And then you will see the Lord Corvin and his wife, the Lord Edric on the other side, and his 3 children, except one of the seats is empty, which is Liza's seat, which is what people were talking about. But Thomas and Alric are there. On the other side, the Lady Meralda and Jason, and the Lady Meralda's sister, Lady Darren, and then Yezere, the priestess presiding, makes the full rank of the table, and then the 2 dwarves on the other side.
Cool.
Are there like place cards at our table or anything?
Yes.
Sit down?
Yes. So as you go to look, the 7th seat is Alamor.
No.
Awkward.
As he walks in, he sort of looks at it and...
You're at the cool kids table.
Congratulations
Well,
on your promotion.
Sit down or the owlbear gets you again.
which owlbear are you talking about? I don't remember that.
I punched him in the side.
Here, I drew a picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we go back to
'Cause
that image.
I remember it well.
I can't get to that image today. But nevertheless, you will note that he's 1 table down from where he normally would be. And on that table is his date, Serena.
Oh my god, that's embarrassing.
Sat
What happened?
very happily with her date. So as you remember, she had all 3 potentially. She was
which one she
flitting
chosen
between
now?
them. She is sat with Sir Nassim Amberful, who is now a full head of his family.
But he's got the most money.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
he is
Alamor.
a full noble.
Alamor, if you want to get back at him, ask him where his dad is.
Damn, Ragnar, you're cutthroat today.
Wow.
Alamor looks to you and I don't think that would be necessary. I'm more than glad to sit with you all.
You don't have to lie. It's okay.
He looks to his
glad you're
left
here.
where he's sat next to Cael. Or he would be sat next to Cael. You're all standing around the table right now. And he's going to come over to you, Cael, and very quietly put his hand on your shoulder and just say, I don't suppose we might swap seats.
Who does he want to sit next to?
Yeah, who is
Cael is sat between Alamor and Alex.
Not
Oh.
Clover.
Not Clover.
Well,
I'll just give a little look, and I'll shrug my shoulders and say, I don't see any harm in it.
Thanks, you're a gem.
Wingman.
And he switches. So that Cael, you'll be sat between the two guests, effectively. You'll be sat between Mathas and Alamo. And then it'll be Olive, Hugo, Ragnar, Alex, and now Alamo.
Alamore.
Yeah.
Cael.
Yeah, Alamo, Cael, Mathas, yeah. Mathas sort of sweeps in from almost nowhere, pulls your chair out, Olive, gives a little bow.
Wow, thank you.
Lady.
How dignified.
Seeing that, Alamo will look to the chair to his left, and Alex, he will pull out your chair and gesture.
Oh, thank you.
I will pull out Ragnar's chair.
Beautiful.
Love that. Yeah.
I go to sit as he's pulling it, and I fall on my ass.
And then I push it into his back.
Yeah, great. Love that. Love that.
Stooges routine.
Mathas goes and gives you a hand up and then sits down himself.
I'll just go ahead and mage hand pull my own chair back for me.
As you guys all sit, though, Alex, you are sat looking up towards the high table, and sitting directly opposite you on the table one up is Serena, who is sat next to Sir Nassim.
Nice.
And as you look over, you may give me an insight check. Just a heads up, the DC's
okay.
10.
Okay, well, that's good, because it was 13.
Okay, I love that. You will see that she is sat next to Sir Nassim, and on her other side is Eldrin. And she is sat like this, with Sir Nassim behind her, and she is talking to Eldrin. Eldrin is gazing off into the distance, paying absolutely no attention. It is obvious that she is unimpressed with the situation.
Wow.
They all look
Like
a bit
she
lost
was
over there. It looks like it was not
told to go
her
for
decision.
Nassim.
It was not her decision, it would appear.
Who sets these tables? Who assigns the seating?
So your tables are usually set by parents, and then after parents, it will be... So they submit their requests. No, it's just one man. It is... Where is he? Galen, here we go.
One lord, one face.
Galen, who was your
I hate
etiquette...
this guy.
He was your etiquette teacher. He was very strict. And his role at court is to make the seating arrangements. That is his entire job. Oh, he also is technically in charge of the servants, but there is a head of servants that he just tells what to do. So, yeah.
Oh, so this is the dick who gave us the wonky table.
On request of parents, yes. You would know for the most part, he just does what the most important people tell him as things go down in importance.
He's a flunky.
Yeah,
He's
pretty
a
much.
stooge.
So
Yeah, he
Serena's
just does
parents
what
were
he's
like, get rid of Alamore.
Yes, move
Give him
Alamo
that
off
broke
and
ass.
sit her with Sonasim.
Damn. But Nassim is just getting the
Nassim would have had his own decision, so he has obviously opted into that, being, his own
Like
parent, effectively, because Gazelle wouldn't be consulted. So, yeah. Well, they were all three of them originally, were Kieran, Nassim, and Alamo were all looking to court Serena.
Can you throw a picture up?
Of Serena?
Yeah.
Yeah, there she is. The main reason she's so interesting is because the other two...
killed me. So unimpressed.
Don't have a go at her lazy eye.
I know her personality is awful, so there's gonna be some...
No, she's not an awful person.
No,
she's just not very interesting.
She's the one who's a little nice to us, actually.
The main reason
she's a little nice was, then that's the main thing.
The main reason she's the eligible bachelorette for all of them is because the other two options are these two bitches.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, 3 bitches isn't like.
well, no,
less of a
Serena
bitch.
has mostly held off being a bitch. You would know that Clementine has sort of been fending off Uldor for a long time. But that's really where her family seem to see her. And Elizabeth is meant to be with Rydian. Though you will note this evening that Rydian is conspicuously absent. And
So
Elizabeth
is that princess.
is most unhappily sat with Kenvar. as you all
Not
see
that
it,
bad.
you will see the Lord Banter stand and say, "Excuse me, one and all. As you will all know, it is always a great pleasure to me when I get the joy of announcing good news. And today it is the delight of the Duke and Duchess Talonvale and the Lord Arnusi to announce the formal engagement of Liza Arnusi, who was formerly the most eligible bachelor in the entire country, and Rydian Talonvale.
Oh, called it. Barn. Blech. Blech.
They walk in together, arm in arm. Rydian is as handsome as
Wait,
you
I
have
wanna
ever
watch
seen him.
Elizabeth.
The lady Eliza is incredibly beautiful and very well put together. She's in a sort of dark blue dress that shimmers with like silver running down it as she walks, almost like ice is cascading off the back of her dress. You're right, Josh. Do you need some? Do you need a moment?
I was just making myself laugh. Because I said, oh Lord Edric Arnusi, king of this Arbus. Sorry.
Great. Anyway, so the Liza and Rydian sort of walk the whole way up, and then it's very awkward because Liza deposits Rydian at a table next to his parents, and then takes a seat at the high
That's so
table, which is super awkward. But it is only an engagement. But he does kiss her hand and sit down, and she looks very pleased. As you look over to Elizabeth, all of you will just see this sort of face looking. She's just holding there, gritting her teeth. Clementine is clearly patting her hand and whispering into her ear, and she's just gazing in pure contempt.
They're like the plastics.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
James, come on. You've not watched Mean
How
Girls?
humiliating.
I have.
You should know what the plastics
No, it's too long. Anyway, as they all sit, it is time for some food.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay,
So you'll be very pleased to know that the first course is a single round cube of ice in the center of your dish.
Oh no,
wow.
they've gone fancy again.
A round cube?
You are provided. Sorry, no, I say cube. Sphere. It's a sphere. It's a sphere. I promise.
Okay.
Of ice. Well, I think of it as an ice cube, right? Is where my brain was at. Yes, a piece of ice
I
in the center of
get
your
it.
dish. You are presented with a little tiny silver-tipped hammer that you can knock it.
Ooh, cool.
And
It's like a
inside
fortune cookie?
inside is a single oyster.
Oh, I don't
God.
eat. I don't eat seafood.
I'll take yours.
Fair enough, the option.
No, because that's the next course.
Flip it right up.
Yeah. You're then presented with 5 other courses, which include small, little, tiny toasted cubes with different foie gras and terrines on them.
goodness.
You see a selection of sort of smoked meats that are rolled around cheese into these beautiful little boats. You will then see the main dish, which is a sort of squid ink ravioli. That sort of looks like midnight. Then you've got venison. Then you have a strange palate cleanser, which basically looks like a bowl of snow.
Coke this early?
If you take a single mouthful, it's sort of like it just disappears completely in your mouth, leaving your mouth completely empty of and devoid of all taste, but slightly warm. Something strangely magical about it. And then your final dish is an ice cream sorbet that is dyed sort of midnight blue with little speckles of ice across it, flavored with blueberry.
I believe I've been tricked by whoever told me not to eat before this ball. I've starved all day only to have
Venison?
one main and a dessert.
You had venison. You would have had the different pâtés and terrines on toast.
With the foie gras?
Well, you can skip on that one if you don't like duck.
Are you vegan? Are you vegetarian?
He is now.
No, I just don't like.
No.
I just don't like
He
seafood.
said he'd give me some meat, so.
Oh. Yeah.
The venison was good. Yeah, Ragnar and Olive can sort of. Well, actually, wait.
How does that help Hugo not be?
You are between Ragnar and Olive, actually. That's
Here, Hugo. Have a good berry.
You'll see that as you look the other way, Olive, Mathas is also very politely shuffling his food round tactically. He loves the venison, but the rest he's just like, it is.
So yeah, man of taste.
It is awfully dressed up, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but these silly foods are, like, they're so funny.
We didn't.
What's the joke?
But we
These
didn't.
are fish eggs. These are babies.
Oh.
We didn't eat like this at yours. At the Honeydew Estate, we had a wonderful selection of real food.
Well, yeah, we live a little more down to earth, you know? We always get, like, a pizza after these things anyways, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, from Tony's down the way.
Animal looks to you, Olivia, and says, yes, things must be simpler in the countryside.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, that sounds
Things
lovely.
are really simple when you have a giant mansion. It's all very simple.
I wouldn't call it giant.
Well, that
It's
too.
pure comfort.
Animal sort of looks at you like, isn't the Honeydew Estate one of the largest, noblest estates in the...
And it's very
region?
comfortable.
Yeah, did I lie?
It's insane.
Solid place, I will
Mathis
say
was
that.
saying.
Olive is a little bougie, that can't be denied.
Is Alex enjoying the food?
Yeah, I would say so. I don't think I'm paying much attention to Alamore because I don't want to play second fiddle to Soretta.
No, that is absolutely fine. To his credit, he doesn't throw moon eyes at her more than he did when he first came in. He seems quite attentive, but not in a sort of weird, starey way. He just asks you some questions, like he takes a genuine interest. He says, I heard you've been progressing well at the temple. Are you? Is that something you're enjoying? Like, he's a little awkward, but he tries to ask the right questions.
Well, I mean, it is quite useful. My training has come in handy quite a bit lately.
That's because everyone keeps trying to kill you guys, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Succeeding sometimes.
Oh, that must be terrifying.
That was, there was that, but that wasn't exactly someone trying to kill us. Let's not talk about it.
Okay.
Yes, it was. Someone tried to kill me.
Someone tried to kill me once,
succeeded.
only once. It was awful. It was terrifying. And then you guys saved my life.
Yeah, I wouldn't call either of them a someone, really. It was a some plant and a some beast.
Plants are people. They have feelings, they have thoughts, they have identities. Plants are
A
people.
plant tried to kill you?
Hugo, I'm sorry, it's not a person. It's a plant.
Yes, it is. They have names, they have feelings, they are individuals, they are people.
I'm
Just
gonna
like
name a
animals are
couch.
people, and just
I'm
like
gonna
we
name a
are
couch, It's not a
people.
person. It has a name.
Couches aren't alive, plants are alive.
But it has a name.
But it's not alive.
I'm
It
just
doesn't have
shaking my
thoughts.
head,
It's
completely
not an
lost at
individual.
What's going on here?
As you guys are enjoying the food, you get through to sort of your main course and stuff. Cael,
Where's Cael's boyfriend?
you...
Next to Soretta.
Cael,
The other
you
Cael.
feel something wet on your back.
Damn!
Jesus.
It's the rain.
What rain? Inside!
Wait, is this? Do I feel this like underneath my cloak?
You think so, yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, please. Oh, yeah, someone's spat.
I'll just press digitate to warm it up, and it surely should be nothing.
Yeah. After a short while, Cael, you feel a little sharp pain in the bottom of your spine.
Oh my god.
As you
Something
sort of...
like this happened before.
I would, in that case, I would like to drop one of my freebies of the old detect magic. If I've got, I
Great.
do have that, surely, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to drop that and see if I can figure out what. The
Roll
fuck
me
is,
a
Pokemon.
d20.
Yeah. D20. It's
Wild magic at dinner.
That's what we're doing. Ah.
I'm good.
As you detect magic, it is there is illusion being cast on the table next to you. As you glance over, it is not hard to see that it is Elizabeth. Like, she is literally just, well, technically it's Clementine, but Elizabeth is watching you. Clementine is casting.
Is none of the adults seeing this?
No.
If they're doing it so blatantly out in the open.
So it's not out in the open. You've got to imagine, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 tables, and then there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tables down, right? They're having dinner here. You guys are in like some dark corner over there.
No. But the top of the the head table, sure. But are they not the adults?
Well, so
Yeah,
up
on
from
the other
you,
table?
you'd have Elizabeth's table, and then on the right of that, you'd have like some like noble cousins and stuff, and then on the table up from that, you'd have like Quincy and his friends and a couple of other tables, and then finally, like when you get to like here, that's when the main adult tables come. And not only that, but like these tables back here, the adults have their little kids, so a lot of them are looking after like 5-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 10-year-olds. They're not like.
Ugh.
So it's sort of free reign.
So let's kill her ourselves.
Yes.
As you look over and you notice the two of them casting, give me a perception check, Cael.
I am not great at those, but sure.
Can't we start slinging spells?
Cael hasn't pointed this out to any of us yet. He's killing it though.
I just rolled. It didn't roll
Yeah.
on D&D Beyond, but it rolled on Roll20.
Yeah, that's new now. That's new now. It will happen all the time if you have Beyond 20 on. As you look over, you will see Eldrin casting, and then Elizabeth's dessert just goes straight over her, drenches her in that warm snow. Clementine loses concentration on the illusion spell, and Eldrin looks over at you and gives you a little wink. And then you just.
I'm actually going to try to slyly sneak in a minor illusion, and I just want to right from underneath her chair, just minor illusion, the most ripping fart noise.
As you do that, as you go to cast that, you will see Serena actually goes and like slaps Eldrin on the shoulder, and you could hear it even from the table over, which she goes, "Are you paying me any attention?" And then you just hear next to her, "Are you paying me any?" from Nassim, who looks over, and Nassim just sort of stands up and literally pulls his chair out, middle of the ball, pulls his chair out, and just comes and walks over to you guys. Cael and Hugo, not Cael and Hugo, sorry, Alex and Hugo, he will just look, do you mind if I just scoot in here?
Oh my god.
Who just out us?
Nassim, who was meant to be with Serena. Serena's been ignoring him all evening, so he's just ditched and come and joined you guys.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll just respond to him. Do you want to join me? Think you space over here to slide in?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
He will come in between.
Charisma indeed.
In between Cael and Mathas, probably.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Mathas just leans into you and says,
God, everyone's just coupling up around here.
it might be the
I
popular.
know.
I see you've moved up to the popular table. Not much space to actually reach our dessert.
Jeez.
As this is happening, you will see Veronica Lavonovixen and Wilhelm, who were on a higher table, go over to sit next to Serena and start talking to her and gossiping with her.
Okay.
Eldrin looks a little shut out, so he's going to come and wander over to your table and come and sit next to him.
No.
And what basically happens is that whole table of nobles just becomes Uldor, Rydian, Elizabeth, and Clementine.
I thought Rydian was with
Does
the
the chance cast a fireball?
No, you're right. It's literally Uldor, Elizabeth, and Clementine, and then right on the other side, it's Veronica and Wilhelm talking to Serena. Everybody else eventually comes and joins your table.
Goodness.
And
I'm just sitting there like, I kind of hate this, but also like, what is happening?
I know.
About this.
yeah, at the end of dessert, it'll be Maldranic that stands and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind taking 2 steps back from your chairs, please.
Thank
Please collect any drinks in your hands that you would like to keep hold of."
A couple of champagne flute.
He gestures his hand over, and the Lady Petronil sort of totters up from her table, where she's like 5 tables down, and she goes and holds his hand, and they both start casting. They both start casting, and all the tables would vanish.
Ooh.
Long tables line the outside of the dining hall, And you will see that they are lined with champagne and various other drinks. Servers will start coming over and handing out champagne and canapes, and the dance will begin. I tried to do feasting tables, but these are just the same tables. Just pretend that these tables are pushed back, and it's just long tables either side. The very first dance will be the Lord Bantus and Lady Felia.
Oh, thank goodness.
At least at the beginning. And you'll see as
think it was gonna be.
and you will see Maldranic gestures, and to start off with, you will see a group of instruments sort of move out from the door, take a position, and start playing themselves. Some musicians go in and file in and sit down, getting ready to play the second piece, but for the first piece, it will just be Lord Bantus and Lady Felia, who, as ever, dance with practiced ease and grace. After a short while, they will be joined by a few other select couples. So you will notice the Lady Liza Arnusi and Rydian. You will see Lady Meralda and her husband, Lord Corvin. You'll also see Jason and Lady Darren, so he's dancing with his aunt. He's gay and she's crazy, so don't worry about it. There's nothing dodgy going on there.
No, he looks gay and crazy.
Yeah, you see Prince Rayan sort of go out and start looking around for somebody to dance with.
Ooh.
It takes but moments till his eyes settle on the most likely candidate. No. He's in his 40s. Her mother. Yes. His eyes will settle. His eyes will settle on Lorelei, who sat at one of the tables to the side with the Lady Petronil, with a few other sort of not quite the high nobles, but the ones that are either very unpopular or just sort of like don't mix with the in crowds, which is where Lorelei likes to be every time, even though she could be wherever she wanted. You will see, you will see Maldranic dancing with Yuzure. She traditionally only does this one dance, and then she'll sit until the ceremony and then leave. She's obviously, well, I mean, she's very old now. You know, she's an elf and she's gone grey and wrinkled, so you know she's very old.
Yeah, she's real old.
Tired.
Yeah, you know, some of the first bricks in the building are as young as her. But regardless, as this all happens, a few of you will receive invitations to dance. Hugo, you would know that after this dance, Vulcan will be able to get in.
Yeah, is Edric available to dance?
He seems to be sitting there waiting for somebody to approach him.
Oh, then I will approach.
You're going off to the high table and ask Lord Edric to dance.
Think a bit more of me and less Hugo.
Is Hugo going to head to the high table and ask the Lord Edric to dance?
Right now. Gotta buy some time.
Give me a persuasion check.
Ask.
I'd love
Do
I get it with?
He should get disadvantage for this.
I should get advantage to have the goal to do it.
He does not need advantage or disadvantage. The DC is pretty high.
Wait, I want to roll it with actual dice. Hold on, I want to roll it with actual dice. That's a 60.
Come up there and what do you say? What do you say to Lord Edric?
I bow, of course.
Yeah. How this works, right? He's sat at the high table, so you bow, meaning you just disappear out of vision.
No. Like
and then your
next to him.
head pops.
You're
going to walk around the back of the high table?
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. You walk up onto the dais. People sort of what's going on here? Those of you with sharp eyes will spot Hugo's mother going over at the table. You take a bow, and what do you say?
I take a bow, and I say,
I think I prefer this view. Sorry.
Good evening, Lord Anus.
Good evening, young man.
I am currently waiting for my dance partner to join the festivities this evening, but alas, we have to get through this first dance. I couldn't help but notice that you are unfortunately left all by yourself whilst everyone else is dancing. I was just wondering,
Hugo, you do know he's widowed. His wife died a few years ago, as you say. He's been left by himself.
No. I said left compared to everyone else who's.
Oh, I see. Okay. He's got a couple of people next to him, but near him. But yeah.
And so I was wondering, whilst I wait for my dance partner, if you would like to, if I could take your hand for this dance.
He looks over at you and says, "That's incredibly kind of you. And I do appreciate the offer, but I'm afraid that in the years since I lost my wife, I do not dance."
Oh, I do apologize. I didn't mean to come across as insensitive.
No, it was refreshing. I appreciate it.
Well, please, here, for you, and I will pluck out of my jacket pocket a seed, and I will cast...
Ah, yes, those seeds you just
Flowering.
carry around all the time. I suppose you would.
And it will turn into a white lily, and I will offer it to him.
You're very kind. And he places it in his breast pocket.
I shall bow once more, and I shall skip on off.
Skip away.
Absolutely.
What a power move.
Some of you are approached. As you walk away, Hugo, you will notice that a young lady is trotting over towards you. She seems in her late 20s. She's a halfling.
Okay.
And she will say, would you care to dance? I am... She says no more. She just hesitates.
Are
you okay?
What are you?
Truth be told, I was meant to be... I'm visiting from out of death, and I was meant to be dancing with someone, but they are... She gestures over, and you will see that there is a fairly handsome-looking young male halfling who is dancing with a young woman who is also from Maladeth.
How would I know that?
You would notice that she gestures towards... She was meant to be dancing with him, but he's with someone else. He's chosen another woman.
Yeah, I just felt like, how would I know they're also from...
Because you would know the contingency from Drathnor, and you would know from where they're sat and where they've come up from. You would know that's the Maladeth, like, section.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That I shall look at her and I will say, yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting for my dance partner, but we can dance. I don't really know how to dance with a girl. Do you know the hokey pokey?
She looks at you and... I do, though, I think I can probably lead us in this one.
Okay.
As long as we get nice and close to that couple there. And she basically wants to show him that she doesn't care and is dancing with someone else.
Oh, wow, I see.
Ragnar, your mother will come straight over and just say, "Your father won't dance. Do you want to?" Alex, to nobody's surprise, Animal will turn to you and say, "Would you care to dance?" Nothing formal.
There's a moment of, oh my god, how do I get out of this? Sure.
Cool. As you and Alamor head to the dance floor, you see Serena walk over to where your now empty chairs are, hesitate for a moment, and then awkwardly sit down alone.
What?
You will note both Nassim and Kieran go over to her, and both offer her to dance, and you just hear her say, "Why don't you just dance with each other? I'm not interested."
Not a bad idea.
And you just hear Nassim say, "My father would kill me," and Kieran just go, "No thanks." Kieran and Nassim will both awkwardly sit either side of her, which she absolutely hates. Olive, immediately as the dance starts, Mathas takes your hand and says, "Well, come on, someone's got to show these people how to dance."
You know I'm terrible at this. Okay, let me down my flute of champagne really quick.
He looks at you and, "Isn't that the point? They don't know how to have fun."
Okay.
Yeah, and he just goes more embarrassing than you can be, straight away.
Oh, good. Okay.
He gets out and he's like, and then strikes a pose and starts doing, like, totally
he's canonically a
inappropriate pop
better
dancing.
dancer.
He's an excellent dancer. He's a really excellent dancer. But he makes no attempt to be good. You can see he's purposely trying to ham it up as much as possible.
Okay, I'm into it. Yeah, Olive will cut loose.
Yeah, Cael, you sort of invited Nassim over to sit, and he's just sat there looking at Serena annoyed. There's this sort of horrible moment where you're very alone, and everybody else is getting up to dance, or someone's got their back to you, and then you turn, and two people are approaching you to dance. One of them is Eldrin, and the other one's your mother. Take a pick.
Oh my God! You can't do this to him.
I'm gonna have to look to her and say, I'm sorry, mother. I have to take this dance.
She says, "Wonderful," and she goes over and she goes, "Nassim, is it? Come on."
I love that.
And she grabs his hand and just pulls him onto the dance floor.
Yeah.
You can
Olive
see him
looks
sort
at
of looking
Nassim
back at Serena,
jealously.
knowing she's leaving him, knowing that Nassim is leaving her with one man, a rival, effectively. It's very awkward. So now you've got Kieran talking to Serena watching Alamor dance with Alex. Yeah, it's pretty good. And I will take a performance check from all of you. You are all on the dance floor, right?
Here we go. Yep.
Okay. Don't tell me your rolls. I mean, you can roll them in chat or whatever. Just don't read them all out to me at once. I'm going to go for the performance check of your dance partners, and that will determine the DC of your dancing. Okay. So, hamming it up, Mathas is going to go at disadvantage.
Good.
That's a 10.
Wow. He still beat me.
Yeah, he has a +7 to performance, which means
I got
your
a
DC
9.
is a 14. Okay, this is awful. Yeah, the two of you are having it up, and then you back into the Lady Azure in her one dance. And she sort of looks over. But she's very relaxed about it. She goes, "Oh, lovely. That's wonderful, dear. You carry on. You guys have so much fun. It's lovely to see the young, isn't it?" She says to Maldranic, who sort of looks over at you and is like... and you feel a sort of guiding hand on your back, Olive, as a fairly powerful mage hand just guides you to a safe corner. Next up is Eldrin. He has a -2 to performance.
Damn, no riz.
But gets a 19, so 17. Eldrin's outfit is doing the work for him. He's wearing, unlike most people who came in midnight with a little bit of ice, he is wearing a white fur cloak that goes to the ground, a silver brocaded outfit with like a midnight strip down the center, and it swells beautifully. How was your performance check, Cael?
I'm not 100% with it.
Your
today.
DC is an 8,
I'm
so
kind
you
of
should be
like-
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit nervous. There's been a lot that's happening. I'm a little bit frazzled, but I still managed to hold it all together enough to land a 15 on the performance.
Nice. Had a lot higher than 8. Yeah, the two of you glide pretty well, look pretty good. I think, both of you may be embellishing with a little illusion here and there to just make yourselves look a little more fancy. Alex.
I think for him, I wouldn't be. I think I'd just be trying to be a lot more sincere and honest about it.
Okay. Well, he will leave some little white dancing lights around you. And for that little heartfelt comment, you're going to have a D4. Alex, Alamor has a +2 to performance.
Okay, so better than Olive.
So, which means your DC is a 6.
Why is everyone dunking on
So he
me?
rolled a 17 and had a +2. I rolled a 19 and had a -2. So
Oh, it's meant to
Oh, you
be.
balance each other out.
At first, there's a brief moment where he sees Serena watching him. You see Serena watching him. It's a little awkward. And then he sort of like says, "Nothing formal." I said, "Nothing formal. Come on. We're going to enjoy this. You look marvelous tonight. You look really beautiful." Yeah, he will sort of guide you, and it's the two of you flow very well. You can tell, Alex, there's nothing romantic there at all from him. He's desperately in love with Serena.
thank goodness.
But he's very pleased to have been allowed to twirl a pretty girl in the process. The prince, by the way, with a +9 to performance, has advantage. Which gives him a 27. Likely outshone by, with advantage, Lorelei with a +15 highest performance on the board. So she gets a 33. They look great together. It's difficult for some. Hugo.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I'm only Hugo's only used to dancing with a dwarven man. Mm-hmm. So he got a 7.
Probably in the bedroom. That's okay. I don't know your DC yet. She has a -1.
Oh Christ.
Okay.
She's got a 13, which means your DC is a 10. And you got a 7. Great. She tries to guide you, and she gets her revenge in a bit of a different way. When you step on the hem of the man who left her trousers, and you just hear as he pulls away, and she says,
no.
"Oh, that is fantastic. You are great."
She likes it.
I'm Jane, by the way.
Oh, I'm Jonathan.
Nice. Yes.
She looks to you
I
and
was hoping he would do a fake name.
okay, aren't you Alison and Leo's son? I was just gonna say...
Look, my dance partner!
No, she will just say to you very quickly, she'll just say to you, I've got a herb trade over in Maladeth. If you're ever over there, come visit.
I wave as I run away.
Awkward. Yeah, she was just being friendly and offering you a discount in her store, but now she will charge you double price. Have fun.
Double?
Well, when she sees you, she's like, you're the guy who ran away from me mid-dance.
I just got help to get her revenge!
Yeah, and then ran away from her mid-dance.
Well, she started telling me my social security number and all.
Ragnar, your mother has a -4 to performance.
What the hell?
She doesn't dance! So your DC is a 21.
Alright, that's easy.
You can do it, Ragnar. I believe.
I have a +0. Can't do it.
Great, you get that 20.
Not like
Pull her through it.
maybe?
Yeah, as you two just sort of stumble around, like, you're just too big for the dance floor. You know, there's too much going on, and, yeah, there's a few people sort of avoiding you. There's just a, how uncouth, and you didn't even win the wrestling comment going on.
Wow.
And, yeah, it's all a little awkward. Until you look over and you see the only person who did worse than you. As you notice, Uldor is attempting to dance with Clementine.
Okay,
and
like
Clementine is looking absolutely stunning, and Uldor keeps stepping on her toe, elbowing somebody. He can't dance at all, and he got a nat 1. So he is just like, step on the foe. And then, like, there's a moment where Ragnar's mother and Uldor go back to back, and Uldor stumbles forwards.
James, I don't know.
You're
quiet
peeking and clicking so hard.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's just when you move away from the mic.
No, it's when I hit my table and it turns to my webcam mic. When yeah, you'll see Uldor with his nat 1 sort of stumbles backwards into Ragnar's mother, and then when back to back he hits Ragnar's mother doesn't move at all, and he just sort of flops forward and almost headbutts Clementine. It's pretty awkward. As soon as the first dance is over, there is a second dance, which is far more romantic.
Oh no.
Alex, Alamore will lead you over to your seat and gesture for you to seat. This is not the right music.
Wow.
Just-
else has to be. Just,
Yeah.
You say
He
yours.
said, Alex, sit down.
He took you over and he said, and he says to you very kindly, he says, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. There's something I need to do. And then he goes over and you can see Serena's mother and father are sat on a table nearby and are watching like a hawk. And he looks over, shrugs at them, looks to her and says, will you dance? And she says, I thought you'd never ask. She'll take his hand and stand up from between the two, leaving Nassim and Kieran staring at each other again after Cael's mother puts Nassim back.
Damn.
Yeah.
Gonna get with Cael's mom.
All the same.
You will note that Radian and Liza do not dance together. This is clearly a romantic dance meant for those who are not politically betrothed. You'll see. Not at all. No, this is the first time they've ever met. This is the first time they've met as adults.
I thought it might be.
You will notice that the Lord Corvin and the Lady Meralda dance. You will note a few people dancing. Olive and Hugo, both of your parents are dancing. Alex, your grandparents are dancing together. Ragnar, this is the only dance your father will dance. So they're dancing, which is a little bit of a little enlarged scenario going on. Despite the joy of the first dance, Cael, Eldrin will go to step away before this dance. This is a lot. This is like anybody it's usually married couples, or at least people who are very, very close. But as the doors,
a little premature.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But as the doors open to some of the more common folk, shall we say, completely out of scene, out of scenario, completely misreading the room, in a dark green jacket and blue trousers, blue trousers and a white shirt. Vulcan comes running over. Oh, he has gone with the dress code, and he's got midnight trousers. He's got a white shirt, but he's wearing a green jacket, and he doesn't care.
I respect that.
And he will come running over, and he will grab both of your hands, Hugo, and say, "I made it, right?"
Yes, I will lead him to the dance floor.
Yeah, and he can't dance at all. He has disadvantage and a -4.
I don't care.
He has advantage on the Dwarven Stomp, not on the Wondrous Waltz.
We can just prom dance,
Yeah, at the moment he's sort of holding your hands like this, so I don't know what he...
I'll put his hands on my waist and I'll put my...
Wonderful.
Around his neck.
At the end of the previous dance, Olive, Mathas sort of steps back a little bit, but remains holding your hand.
Yeah, it's
And he looks to you and he says,
like...
I would enjoy it.
I'm gonna make a fool out of you.
That's what you're worried about? I was worried it might be premature. If it is
I'm
not,
worried
then
about
I don't care what anyone thinks. And he will dance you towards the long table, and he will grab 2 champagne glasses, hand them both to you. He leans over, takes a sip of wine, puts it back down, takes both your hands, and pulls you out to the dance floor.
I'll try again.
Yeah. At this moment, people are going to start moving around. And Alex, you find yourself in a little bit of an awkward situation. Because you sit down sort of to the left of Kieran, and Nassim and Kieran were sort of stuck looking at each other over Serena's empty chair. So Kieran sort of circles round and sits the other side of you. And then Cael comes over to sit down, and Ragnar comes and sits down, and you've ended up between these 2 guys who sort of it's not that they're trying to woo you, it's that they're trying to put you between their problems.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
And you'll see Veronica Lavonovixen and Wilhelm they're not dancing because it would show too much, but they stand at the pillar next to you guys, sort of hand in hand, and they both sort of dance a little bit together very gently while trying not to be seen on the dance floor. So it's like a little premature romance. You'll notice Lorelei is sort of at Veronica. She's like, I see you. Don't you even think about getting on that dance floor just yet. She does come sweeping past your table, and as she does, she sort of nods at each of you and mentions you by name. And she seems she seems just be Lorelei. She's just sort of inspecting each of you, saying how you're doing, and she sort of watches her daughter from close by. As she gets close to Wilhelm, you see his hand on Veronica's lower back, and Lorelei leans over and sort of pulls it away, puts it on the pillar, and then carries on sweeping past. Yeah, pretty much. She's controlling this. You'll see a few other characters having a little dance. The Lady Petronel is dancing alone. You think? Give me a perception check, Olive. No, actually, Olive, you're not watching this at all. You are totally somewhere else. Alex, you can give me one, because you definitely are looking at either of the people next to you.
I'm escaping to the
looking
dance
at
floor in my
anything
mind. 18.
Yeah, you look over the Lady Petronil, and the only way I can explain it is she's dancing like this.
She's dancing with the rat.
She's dancing with a rat.
She isn't, but it's like she's imagining she is.
Aww.
But she just touches her hand to her bosom and dances round. She's got a little cane, and the cane has a golden bird's head, and every now and again it squawks. The bird head on the cane. No, indeed. You'll see Lady Felia and Lord Bantus are dancing. They haven't stopped dancing since the beginning of the ball. They seem very happy. Well, it's only second dance, but yes, they didn't even pause in between. Is what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. After that, there's a few other dances. Vulcan won't leave the dance floor unless you make him.
I'm not making it.
Hugo, no, exactly. So the two of you can party away. The next dance is much more sort of like friends and family, and at this point, Hugo, all your friends will come over and dance sort of near or alongside you, and
get over there,
and Olive and Mathas. So it becomes a sort of circle
Get me out of here.
of you guys.
I
Just
do a lasso to get Alex away. You know the classic dance of lasso.
Oh yeah.
It's a sort of Kawaii lead moment. Yeah, absolutely great. And that is sort of the music that doesn't exist in this world, but it is sort of a lot less partyish, and you'll see like people are a lot more partyish, a lot less formal and romantic, and people are moving around and they're talking and they're dancing. You do hear a little snippet of gossip. That the Prince Rayan has been unofficially promised to an elven daughter in Pazutna.
Oh.
Which will make Alex mildly sad
He has to
briefly.
die.
She has to die!
Not Veronica.
Yeah. At one point, the Lord Maldronic will come over and ask Alex. He will ask you for a dance. Sort of mid-evening.
Isn't he like 10 million years her senior?
Yeah.
It's a chill dance, though.
Yeah, it's very relaxed. It's like it's very formal, very informal. Sorry. And as he's dancing with you, he sort of says, I'm ever so sorry for putting you all in danger recently. I hope that you've been able to enjoy the festivities. Did you enjoy your time away?
It was a good experience, I think.
Good. And your studies are coming along well?
I believe so. You'll have to ask my teachers.
Excellent. Good. You guys are writing things in chat as I'm leading to them. Stop, calm that down. Literally. He sort of very slowly circles round to the subject, and I see you're not wearing your... Are you wearing the amulet, do you think?
I think I pretty much always would be.
Nice.
If I can... It is gold. It doesn't quite go with the...
And it's also very much a locket. It's not like, just a little pendant. Or a torque, sorry, it's a torque. It's very much like, it's not thin.
Is it something like I could, like, have it wrapped around my wrist or something, just, like, hidden?
No, it would be... It'd be like holding a dinner plate in your hand. There's no hiding that.
Nah, but I guess it probably wouldn't be.
You will say, I've seen you wearing the necklace other than today. Is that, is she well?
She has never said that she's not.
I'm very grateful.
She's a lovely person.
She was. From there on, the dance is very awkwardly quiet unless you make conversation.
Way to kill the mood.
Yeah. You can see he wanted to ask, but he didn't know how, and it ended up being really awkward.
Classic Maldronic.
Olive and Alex may roll me a D100. Hugo, roll for Clementine. Ragnar, a D100. Ragnar, roll for Elizabeth. Cael, roll for Serena.
Why are we rolling off all the
It's the
girls?
second time today I've rolled an 88.
Spooky. 71.
93.
Ooh.
88.
Olivia. And Cael. You're rolling up the 100 for Serena. No. No, it would have rolled fancy dice on the table if you did actual dice. And not gone through to beyond 20.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
It'll say on your
That's,
character sheet.
72.
Alex! Wrong prince.
No way.
Wandering around the room. Is it this one? Hold on, I just want to make sure I don't get the child. Okay, I did not get the child, that's good. Alric Arnusi, the oldest son of the king's nephew, will come over and say...
Oh, not ponytail.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Not ponytail.
Would you do me the honour of a dance? I don't believe we've met.
Of course.
You can get him to cut it off.
My name's Alex.
Sorry.
I'm good with
What
hair.
was the first half of the conversation that led to Olivia saying you can get him to cut it off?
The ponytail.
His ponytail.
Oh!
Just pull the bubble off.
I didn't
and it'll
hear
fall
anything
down.
about a ponytail. I just heard Olivia. I just heard McKenna go, you can always get him to cut it off. I was like,
Don't worry
did I
about
miss
it.
something about Alex's preference in dance partners? Yeah.
No.
He will lean over and offer you his hand. Whilst you may, you would know it would be politically awkward for you to refuse.
Oh dear.
No, I wouldn't. I would agree.
Okay.
He's a step toward the other prince, who's
He is.
Part of her plan.
Gonna make those moves.
The prince is still dancing with Lorelei. It is now dance 8. They haven't stopped
Damn.
dancing together.
Give it a
That's gracious.
You would know that this often happens with formal dignitaries, that they don't really have an assigned person, so Lorelei is sort of assigned to them to make them comfortable and looked after. She's excellent company, she's an excellent dancer, she's beautiful,
probably-
she talks well, and she's very good at getting rid of them when they suggest anything out of the appropriate.
Damn. Period.
Sorry, Josh, you were saying she's probably...
I was gonna say that she's probably doing that thing that they do in Dragon Age Inquisition, where it looks like they're dancing, but really they're like discussing like.
She is known to do that a lot with the dignitaries of Drathnor. She wouldn't be doing it with the prince, as that would be entirely inappropriate, and any political affairs would be discussed by his bodyguard, Lord Edric, who doesn't dance because his wife died.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the.
Yeah.
It would be.
Yes, it wouldn't be with the prince.
It would. But
she
that's
is.
why but they're not doing it, and no one knows they're doing it. So.
You would imagine she's probably making small talk about his betrothed. Regardless, they look beautiful, and Alric will lead you out onto the dance floor, Alex. He's got a very strong grip. He doesn't give you much opportunity to just make much of a decision on the dance floor. He really sort of sweeps you around. You look very beautiful on his arm, but it is, after the gentleness of Animor, it's a little overbearing. And he sort of grills you the whole way around. He asks you who your parents are. He asks you who you live with. He asks what your hobbies are, your pursuits. He offers nothing of himself at all, and just sort of drills you out a bunch of questions. It's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, so they're like, well, my mother was, and my father was, because they're both dead. So
Yeah. Awkward.
As soon as the dance is over, the Lady Darren comes wandering over and says, I don't suppose you've seen my cat. She was gone to the... She puts her hand on Alric's shoulder and says, Alric, dear, be a good boy. Can you look for my cat? Alric sort of, yes, Cousin Darren, I'll look for your cat. I'd asked for him over there. And as he wanders off, she turns to you and says in completely simple tones, says, he's an overbearing idiot, isn't he? Enjoy your evening. And then just wanders off going, oh, has anyone seen my cat?
I thought she was going to
passes
be
away.
like, keep your paws off of her.
No, she is the older sister of Lord Corvin's wife, so Lady Meralda, and then on the other side of the family, that's Lord Corvin, Jaime Lannister,
miss him every time.
and his wife, Lady
We've
Meralda.
seen him multiple
Yeah,
times.
their 3 children are Liza. Their 3 children are Liza, Thomas, and Ulrich. So Ulrich would be Meralda's daughter, and Darren is his aunt. So she wouldn't lay claim to her nephew. She obviously just doesn't really like him.
Weird Targaryen.
So she goes off wandering and muttering. She goes off wandering and muttering to herself about her cat, and actually stops in front of the Lady Petronil, and engages her in an in-depth conversation about something.
A match made in heaven.
Cats and rats, probably.
Cats and rats, yes. Fierce rivals at that point. Well, speaking of fierce rivals, there is also the fierce rival of Lady Petronil.
Oh no!
If we can find her, is it Lady Roneth? No, it isn't. She's
Romaine.
She's hideous. Yeah, that's who I was looking for. Yes, the Lady Roselda Romaine, who doesn't dance anymore on account that she doesn't walk very well. But she taps her stick and hits anyone she doesn't like as if they move past her while they're dancing.
Very cool.
You'll all be asked to dance with each other's parents and stuff. Olivia, your father, will take you for a dance and apologize for missing your birthday. And say, I hope you got your present. Exactly. And then at the end of the dance, after a lovely dance, very heartwarming, he'll say, you must dance with your brother once, you know.
Oh, no. What? No. Why?
Because your father asked you to. And as he says that, he sort of puts his hand in your hand and presses something into it.
Is it?
Bribe.
Yes, it's a very nice sapphire bracelet.
Okay, I'll slip this on.
Yeah. You'll see Quincy approaching you, looking a little hesitant, and he'll just say to you, I got offered a new horse, you?
Check this out. From my wrist.
Come on then. The two of you will reluctantly dance, being bribed by your parents so that you are seen appropriately. Hugo, your mother will approach you in Vulcan and say, do I get an introduction?
See, in my head, we've been seeing each other for a long time. I think
it's not a long time. It's like 8 weeks, if that. By the way,
day one though.
Boyfriend's Vulcan. Yeah, it's 8 weeks since the beginning of the campaign. Exactly.
He is.
Taking like a month, maybe.
Exactly. It's like 4 weeks in.
Mother. This is Vulcan.
Pleasure.
He works in town.
I don't believe we've bumped into each other.
Be real weird if you did.
I work at Potion Commotion. And you? And Vulcan says, Dancing Dryad! Although, I do less work there now on account of... He smiles, and she your mother sort of looks over at you a little shifting and then says, you have a wonderful evening.
It's leaving.
Yes, and then she comes back a little later on, a few dances later, and you can see she's armed with a glass of wine, and she says, Hugo, let's dance.
Well, before that, when she walks away, I not hard, but slap him on his chest. Something like that.
Should I be ashamed of it?
No, but you don't need to tell my mum that you've got less work because you're shagging me.
Right. When you put it like that, I can see it's a little bit awkward. Oh, she's coming for us. And then your mother with a glass of wine in hand says, Hugo, we must dance. Come on. Ragnar. Vulcan turns to you and says, lad, I think I fucked up.
No, I can't repair this. Why don't you...
Vulcan turned to Ragnar and said, lad, I think I fucked up.
What'd you do?
Told Hugo's mum that I work at the Dancing Dryad and I've had less work because me and him are spending too much time in bed.
What's wrong with that?
Well, that's what I said, but Hugo implied that it was a bit awkward. Do you want to dance?
No.
No. Very well, I'll just be over here. And he very awkwardly wanders over and starts dancing with Jason. Jason has been doing this. I'm turning on the spot like Luna Lovegood for the last 20 songs. And Vulcan just sort of goes and does a little stomp around him. And then after a little while goes, you're an old lad, aren't you? And just carries around. Hugo, mother's got your hand and says, Are you planning on telling me about this at some point, maybe?
I already thought I had.
Slipped your mind? How could it? You seem very happy. A match made through love you met at the Regal Squire?
How did you meet Dad?
Not in a whorehouse.
Well, we can't all be so lucky.
He's seeing you in his time off?
Outside of work, yes. It's
And
a
he's
real
still working?
relationship. Well, I can't kick him out of a job. Unless you want to hire him.
We could do with a new... Do you think he can fight? He's a dwarf. They all fight, right?
I will find out for you.
We need a doorman.
Bodyguard?
A doorman. He can...
Really?
More butler than bodyguard.
Butler? You just said he was a doorman. I think you asked if he could fight, and now you're saying he's a butler?
A bit of both. That's the best I can do.
I'll ask him.
In time. Maybe not tonight. We'll work something out. We'll find him up. Maybe he could just happily... Oh, Hugo. I thought you might marry into money.
We have money. Why do we need more?
She smiles and... You're right. I married your father because I loved him. He just happened to be rich.
Well,
I'm glad for you. Come here. Give your mother a kiss. Okay. Go and dance. And you go to your own room tonight, alone.
Period.
uh-huh. This is like the worst conversation. Like it's like Hugo's very close with his parents, so like I think this is the first time he's ever like been so like emotionally separate from them. But yeah,
Mortifying.
It's okay. You'll feel a little less awkward when you return to your friends. Because you will see that Olivia's parents have both wandered over. And they don't speak to Olivia at all. They just walk past her and say, "You must be Mathis. Pleasure to meet you."
wow.
We met before, Mom. He was at our house like a couple weeks
Your
ago.
father said that, and your mother will say,
Okay.
"Oh, I did meet him, although at the time, I believe you were guarding my daughter. I guess you were watching her room door." And he sort of... No, I've done nothing of the sort. Mathis will say, I formally request your permission to court your daughter. And gives a bow.
You don't have to do that.
Yes, he does, your father says straight away.
Wow.
And your father goes to answer, and your mother will say,
Covering my face.
"Permission denied."
What?
Wow.
Ragnar laughs in the background.
Well, no one really
Mathis
cares
sort of
about your
stops
permission.
awkwardly, and your mother says, "My daughter is a highly eligible bacheloress with many political propositions."
Wrong.
Wow.
Wrong.
And as she's
My
saying
best friend's
that,
there.
as she's
I
saying
said
that,
loudly.
yeah, as she's saying that, your father says, "Our daughter's going to be happy. Come on, dear, you haven't had enough to drink yet." And your mother is escorted away, and he turns back and he says, "You have my blessing."
Oh.
Thank
That's very
goodness.
sweet.
And then you just hear a "What?" from Quincy, who is behind, who's just like, "You made me see that awful blonde woman in Maladeth, and she gets to date a scout." It's like, it's very awkward, and
I'm more mature than Quincy.
there's this sort of hesitant moment, and you can hear your father going, "Well, you're the heir to the family business, although you'll scrap that if you're not careful."
Oh, please, Quincy, please get your shit together. I can't take this job.
You take his job, you don't get Mathis. You'd have to marry
know.
someone important.
Oh, God, no.
But as the dancing comes to an end, there is an announcement.
Oh.
It is time for the formal rising of the moon. This happens every year, so it's really not all that exciting, but we will spend some time with it anyway, because you guys haven't experienced it before. So basically, each year... Why is this not playing? Should we try this one instead? Stupid hotkey doesn't work. No, does that work? I was looking for something a bit more mystic and magical, but we'll go with that. So every year, at the center of the dance floor, basically it all goes pitch black. And then rising from the center of the dance floor is this small moon, and at the end it sort of falls with frost. And in the frost, which isn't actually cold, little tiny sweets, and they have, like fortune cookies, little messages for the future in them. It's a magical ceremony. It's performed by Lady Zeri. And it's basically said that any loves that blossom under the moon will be fortuitous throughout the new year and all that sort of thing. As everybody gathers round, you see that sort of they form a formal sort of ring around it, and Zuri will sort of step into the middle and begin to start saying a prayer, and the room will go completely pitch black. Olive Mathas will take your hand. Hugo Volgan will take yours. Cael Eldrin will take yours, if you will allow him.
Yeah, I'll allow him.
Yeah, you think it's Cael. You have to double check. It's not Ragnar or Alex, who are also next to you at the time.
Grabs his own hand.
Yeah, exactly. And then you sort of hear this blessing in the light of saloon and in the midst of winter. Night comes to midnight, and midnight comes to day. The troubles of the past will fall away, and the hopes of the future will be born. And you see this small light start to appear at the center of the room. And as she continues to pray, the light sort of rises higher and higher, and she's saying, may the forthcoming year be one of peace, despite the troubles in our borders. May those hopes that we have for all that is coming be truly blessed. And as the midnight fades and as the light comes to dawn, may we... And then you hear a piercing shriek cut the room.
Oh my god.
Oh.
As the light comes up, you will see, sort of hands clapped on face, shrieking, is the Lady Gazelle. And as you look up behind you to the high table, you will see, pinned to the wall above the high table, 3 young people. Liza, Thomas, and Alaric.
Oh shit.
You can see that they're sort of nailed to the wall. And in their mouths are single roses. They are clearly dead. And on that note, we will take a short break. Be right back. Hello, and welcome back to the second half of Drathnor Keep. Before we get to the major drama, I was focused on the major drama and missed a massive donation from somebody who's called themselves Dinner and a Show. Anonymous donator says, take that husband out for yours for a nice dinner and a glass of red wine. I assume he drinks red wine as every character of his asks for it. Josh wishes he drinks red wine because all of his characters do, but he does not. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think you'd like to like it, but no. So thank you ever so much. That's incredibly generous. Also, some dead people are on the wall. Coming back to that moment, as the moon rises, Yuzuri just, as the shriek happens, she just lets go of the magic. It fizzles out, and it takes a moment before the magic lights are lit. As you look around, there sort of seems a hesitance. The Lord Bantus sort of, it's okay, everybody, calm down now. It's fine. Prince Rayan, what would you like to? Prince Rayan? Has anybody seen the prince?
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
Maldranic sort of, everybody, stay exactly where you are, and then people start panicking and moving about, and then you hear a voice over the top of it. Stand still! Immediately! Everyone needs counting! As you hear the voice...
Gun moving toward the bodies, to, like, as if to medicine check, but I stopped.
As you hear the voice, you see standing up on the dais, next to the throne, or the main chair, if you will, is the Lady Petronil.
Oh.
She says, everyone, remain in your places. You've never heard her talk like this. And sort of, a few other nobles are like, who put you in charge? Where's the prince? Lady Meralda, you're the ranking noble, you should... And she says, Lady Petronil says, you will accept the rule of the Arnusi line, I assume? As the prince is not currently available for whatever reason, I'm not so sure. It would seem that it falls to me to take control. And you see her face sort of fade to a gentle, clear skin. Her eyes clean up to crystal blue. Her hair extends. You knew there was once another heir to the throne, but she went into hiding a long time ago. The Lady Selene steps forward, and I understand that many of you won't know who I am, but I assure you I have the proper credentials and now remain in place. We need to do a head count immediately. Has anyone seen the Lord Corvin? Lord Edric? Lady Meralda sort of stood there going, my children, my children. And then sort of she looks around and she can't find her own son. Jason, the Lady Darren is saying, what's happened here? Did something happen? Did I miss it? Did I miss it? You can account for Lady Darren and for Jason and Lady Meralda. But the Prince, Lord Edric, Lord Corvin are all missing. And the 3 children are pinned to a wall.
Missing.
I like, because me and Volga were holding hands, I, like, pull him in a little closer to my side.
The Lady Selene will say, I need everybody lined up against this wall here. And she'll point to the left over here. And then she will start walking along and she'll dismiss certain people. She'll say, anybody who is assigned to leave will follow Galen, and he will take you to the guest rooms. One of the first people she plucks away is Volgan.
What?
Mathas.
I give him a kiss.
Hey. Where are they going?
To the guest rooms. They are not required here. All the servants are dismissed. All the serving staff are dismissed. Many of the lower ranking nobles and families are dismissed until each of you is left with your family and with your friends until you're down to about 40 people. And she says, everybody stay close. Aldranik, if you will. And you see a sort of swirling nimbus of gold light surround the group. We will move together. And we will go room by room. We will seek out the prince. As she begins to lead you from the hall, however, as soon as you exit the room, you see, lying against the wall, a rose in his mouth, the Lord Corvin, killed. You see 3 slashes on his chest and a stab wound. It's clear he put up a fight.
Jesus.
As you head out towards the courtyard, displayed above the door, in vile fashion, with a large spear put straight through the center of him, is Lord Edric. A single red rose in his mouth.
Oh, anyone but him! Do we have diamonds?
Okay, fine. You know what? He's not dead. Hugo, you're up. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, thank God.
Anyone but him. As you note these corpses, you note that the group don't stop at any of them.
I would have moved up
This
to
guy's
Lady...
mouth.
Alex, go.
I would have moved up to Lady Zeray and...
Almost immediately she says,
nothing
no,
done.
no, look. And as you look over, not only has their heart been removed, but you will see a small sliver of black obsidian known to destroy the soul.
Holy hell.
She
I don't
will...
remember that from last time.
Awkward.
She will very quietly say, there is nothing that can be done. Ragnar, you were saying?
I was saying, what was in his mouth? Was it just a rose?
A single red rose is placed in his mouth. You'll note that the thorns are placed slightly into the lips to hold it in place.
Well, so this is not just meticulous, but also incredibly extremely targeted.
What this is a calling card, the Lord Maldronic will say.
Yeah.
We have known of a killer that leaves this signature before. He's had a few different names, but there's been a bounty on his head for a while. An assassin throughout the land. Known in some ways as the Red Rose Killer. Some attribute him the name Valric, sorry. Though that may just be an alias. For them to move in our midst should have been impossible. I must find the prince. I have attempted to locate him magically, but I can find nothing.
At this point, I'm just stunned, and I'm just trying to move closer to any of my friends that are close by, and just.
I'll be hugging Cael.
Yeah.
Yeah, you note that a few nobles are trying to sort of head off or spread out or go to somewhere different. Celine speaks quite sharply to, very specifically, the Baroness, Seraphine Dandemar, who sort of going, you know what, we're not safe, we must get back to our rooms. And sort of Celine cuts her off and says, no, we stay as a group where we're safe. Many of your fighters here. We will move to the armory through the courtyard. We'll arm ourselves. Those of us who can defend ourselves magically will do so. You're safer with us.
I'm sorry, who is this woman?
The Baroness. She is Elizabeth's
not her, the other woman who's bossing us around.
Indeed. Who is the Lady Celine?
Is anyone else asking that? All of us asking that out loud.
As you say that, a few other people say, I think she was a princess? I thought she went missing. I thought she died. I heard that she went to study. We hear lots of rumors, but no one really seems to have an answer.
It's kind of hot.
We know who she's not. She's not the Lady Petronelle.
Was there ever Lady Petronelle?
That is the.
Please, God, just someone tell me that.
No.
No.
Olive breaks down.
Eventually you'll get the truth that the Lady Petronille is the daughter of the king's older brother. So King Vanyan's older brother had a daughter. The older brother died. But Selena is the king's niece. She would have been 5th in line to the throne, behind the prince himself, obviously. And then also Lord Corvin, Lord Edric, Alaric.
Oh, what a waste.
Thomas, and Liza. So, sorry, she would have been 6th in line to the throne. It's currently looking like she's 2nd in line to the throne.
Yeah, pretty beneficial, huh? Pretty beneficial for some people, some might say.
Do you say that out loud as Olive?
Oh, I dare you to.
I'm grumbling it. She can probably hear me. She's probably as good hearing. I feel
Maldranic
betrayed.
hears you. And he will say very quietly, he will come over and very quietly say, I have been aware of the Lady Celine's position for many, many years and have assisted her in hiding. It was always a fail-safe after an assassination killed the prince's older brother at a very young age. It was a life she chose. She does not pursue the throne, she never has. Right now, she's our best chance of working this out.
Okay. Sorry if I'm just a little freaked out.
You're not the first to voice it. And, as you guys wind... Oh, go on.
I just wonder who else isn't who we thought they were.
I assure you, nobody else is magically disguised in my court. Eldrin,
Keep
boy,
looking, so
can
that's
you,
passenger now.
Oh, you guys are saying this as you're moving around the corridors, heading out to the courtyard to go to the armory to... and Maldronic will say, Eldrin, boy, can you attempt to locate the priest? Locate the prince? Fuck the priest. He can't help anyone.
Priest!
Can you attempt to locate the prince? And he sort of, well, I would need a scrying device, and Maldronic sort of moves into a sort of... he stops him for a moment and says, I'll send you up to my tower. And look from up there. Go, boy, you're our best bet. And he will dimension door Eldrin up to his tower.
Yeah.
I thought we were all staying together.
He sort of looks to you and, I appreciate your concern, but if anybody else enters my tower, I will know, and I will go there immediately, and they will regret it.
I have a question.
1 second. Eldrin's powers of divination are excellent. He's a natural affinity as opposed to a learned ability. If anyone can find the prince, if I cannot, it'll be him. You had a question, Hugo?
Are there any animals about?
Oh. You're not asking Maldronic as Hugo, you're asking me as Josh. Okay. Maldronic will be like, it's not the time! You are in a random corridor of the hall, so give me a perception check. You're not outside yet, so
in the courtyard, sorry.
you're headed to the courtyard.
Oh, okay.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah. I'll make one while we're outside too.
What are you?
Oh, well, I think I just found everything, because that's a nat 20 for
Nice.
AC7.
Yeah, you look up and you
Alright.
spot, just hanging on the top of the wall, a spider.
Aww.
Looking fairly majestic.
Yeah, I'll spend a spell slot to cast Speak with Animals,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll call up to it. Excuse me.
When you say that, the Lady Azuri will look at you and say, excellent thinking, everybody hold still a moment.
Oh, jeez.
Let's all look at Hugo.
The spider
yeah.
looks to you and, a civilized speaker. And who might you be?
My name's Hugo.
I'm King Vance, he'll call himself.
Wow.
It's a pleasure, Your Highness.
And with manners.
Curtsy.
Excellent. Everybody else sees you curtsy to a spider. The whole nobility is waiting and watching as you curtsy to a spider on the ceiling, by the way, which is really awkward because you sort of do this, but also look up, so you look a bit like a squatting frog.
They probably can't see it either.
It was DC 22 to find it, so...
I'm sorry, we're kind of in a rush.
Ah, yes. Fighting in the corridors, drama this evening, isn't there?
Oh, but yeah, did you see who was
That's
doing
cool.
this?
Well, they were fighting, weren't they? They were all fighting. The big man was fighting the blonde man, was fighting the other man with the blue coat. They had swords and spears and all sorts. And yet it was silent. No noises.
Can you describe what these people looked like? The people that were attacking the people who were dressed in noble clothes.
That is not what I said. The big man was attacking the blonde man, was attacking the man in the blue robe. The big man, description given, was fighting the blonde man.
No way! I mean, obviously Hugo doesn't know anything about
Was
this.
fighting the man in the blue.
Wild, but which one? You know what? It doesn't matter. Do you know what?
It was
why they were
silent.
fighting?
I could not hear. Nothing at all.
Did any of them look or were behaving non-normal?
You're all abnormal.
Oh, I suppose that's true. We only have 2 legs.
Indeed. A severe deficiency. And you're always up one way.
Okay. Yeah, it's
A limited life.
Okay, well, we need to go, but thank you.
Hugo hasn't seen the prince.
You're most welcome.
He doesn't know where the prince is.
Yeah, as I go from there to here, I don't... Edric was fighting Corvin, who was fighting Rayan.
That's Prince Ryan to you. The Lord Bantus will say, and Maldronic will say, "Oh, not the time.
spirit.
No. Don't let me get the paddle.
The Lady Celine sort of looks over at you and... Were they being controlled? Were they being possessed? Were they enspelled? I suppose you were talking to a spider.
You've got to understand, the spider, we all like weird.
Indeed. Well, do we know which way to look?
The spider said that there was no sound. Someone must have cast a silent spell or something.
Otherwise we would have noticed. That makes sense. Do they know which way the prince went?
I guess I'll ask. Excuse me again.
Indeed, Mr.
Sir,
Hugo.
Your Highness, Your Majesty, I will curse you again. Did you see which way they went? The man in blue.
The man in white and the man in black went that way, and the man in blue went... Well, the fighting was outside first. And after the man in blue, they left the man in blue and then headed this way, and then the man in black was killed there.
But where did you didn't see...
The fighting was in the courtyard. At first.
Okay.
That's what I left. And then they followed me.
Oh,
Do you think they were following me? Am I next?
But the man in blue didn't follow.
No.
No, he was still in the corridor. No, you're safe. You're safe up there, I promise.
Yes, your kind are limited.
Yeah. Okay, thank you again, Arcasi. And then as I go from there to there, he said that he was in the courtyard when they were fighting, and then he came in here to get away from the fighting, and Edric and Corvin continued into the hallway, but Rayan was still in the courtyard, so he doesn't know. But if I could find another creature perhaps in the courtyard, I could ask them what happened.
That's very helpful. Come on, to the courtyard immediately. And as the Lady Celine leads you outside, you won't need to make a perception check out here. At the centre of the courtyard is a fountain. And lying with his back against the fountain, a rose in his mouth, and blood dripping down his neck, is Alex's ex-boyfriend.
Oh no.
All of them.
Rip.
He's just too pretty to die.
His chest is bared, black, coming out from his chest. The Prince Rayan Arnusi. Black veins come out from around his heart as his heart is removed, replaced with a rock of obsidian. There are no signs of battle, no signs of any fight, no signs of struggle.
What's the rock while in their chest?
It's to prevent resurrection, Lady Azura will say. There is nothing we can do for him. Get him down from there. Get him down from there! Lady Celine will shout.
Get him down. I was that big. I'll go do it.
As you go up to get him, your mother will step to the other side and assist you in reaching up there. And very gently, the two of you can come down from there and lay him down upon the ground. Lady Celine looks around and says, "We have lost the heir to our throne. Murder most foul has been done in this courtyard. Murder most foul has been done in this castle, in this keep. A place of safety. It was well protected by magic and by sword. Those that committed these crimes are clever and dangerous.
But who would do such a thing?
We will see to the protection upon each of your rooms. You'll return to your rooms one by one. We will go as a group. And as each person returns to their rooms, we will place spells of protection upon your room. You are not to come out until those spells are released. Always so effective, protection spells on your doors, right?
I know, literally.
Yeah, sure.
As long as it's not Maldronic doing it.
Of course, it's Meltranic. Celine will look to the Lord Bantis and Lady Fallier and say, I'm sorry if... The command of the castle is yours, of course. We will remain the night. And in the morning I shall depart to Gareno with the bodies. Maldranic will very quietly come to you all and say you will join me and the Lady Azure and Eldrin upstairs. But before we do, Hugo, can you locate anyone who might have seen this?
Can I carry on that nat 20?
You don't have to. Because as you look over to the corner in the courtyard, you see a fox. Hesitantly sort of staring straight at you all.
Yeah, I mean...
He is currently under the effects of Hold Monster.
Oh. Is there a way to... I mean, I don't have to spell magic or anything.
I do.
How cute.
Shall I?
Cael.
As you go to, Celine will say, perhaps... She casts a spell magic on the fox. And then says very quietly, sorry, just in case.
Somebody said, please, let a professional.
Oh, please don't roll a wild magic, fail, and blow us all up with a
so
fireball.
funny.
It would have been a great place for a fireball, you're not wrong. Hugo, the fox immediately starts to run.
Yes. I'll say, wait, please, and I'll drop to my knees so that I'm kind of like almost at eye level to show that I'm.
Please, do not hurt me. Enough pain has been. Do not hurt me.
I won't hurt you.
They killed my wife.
It's okay. I'll take out from my pocket
It's not okay.
one of my apples.
I do not hunger.
Okay, then throw that away.
My wife is dead. I do not hunger.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
As am I.
Please, we're trying to find out what happened. If you have any information.
They killed my wife. She leapt to protect me.
Who did? Can you describe them?
He was tall, dark hair. He wore a blue coat with gold.
Is that Rayan?
That is the prince.
Prince Lee.
Do you know if they were? I mean, I don't know if you know much about human behavior, but do you know if he was acting bizarrely?
I was hidden at the back of the courtyard. My wife, she approached. He cast a spell, but it missed. It hit me. I was paralyzed. I was stuck there just watching. And then when that missed, he threw a blade of ice at her and she died upon the ground straight away, and I could not even go to her side. And then he lay himself back on the fountain, and a man who was blonde approached him. And as he lay there, the man cut his heart out. And then he and another man, they killed 3 youngers. They did not fight. And then they walked with their bodies into your castle, and I saw no more.
I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do...
I must go to the den. Our cubs are alone.
Okay.
He flees.
I'll stand up, a little teary-eyed, and I'll recall the information to Lady Celine.
Magic cannot be used to compel somebody to kill themselves, or to hurt themselves. But it can be used to make them stay still. The prince has no magic. Had no magic. This blade of ice must not have been flung by him, nor this spell. The spell persists. Or persisted. Which indicates somebody else remained. We must speak with Aldrin. Must see these nobles to bed first. I know it is difficult in this time, but I would urge you to remain calm. Or as calm as possible. Further panic will not aid us. She looks to Maldranik. Will you search the grounds? I can protect them. With that, she will lead you all through the castle, taking each noble one by one to their room. When your parents are taken to their rooms, they find it very difficult to allow you to remain out in a place of danger. But Selim will assure them that you will be at Maldranik's side and that he is more than capable of protecting you. Selim will say very quietly to some of your families that they have become important to Maldranik. He believes they will be in a good position to assist us. They would not be suspected or targeted. But if they are, we will protect them. And after each noble one by one is placed in their room, you will see after a little while the Lady Danica comes running up with a series of scrolls and wands, and she will ask for Cael and Alex and Hugo's assistance in utilizing some of the scrolls and wands to put multiple spells of protection on each door. They're all scrolls and wands that you guys can use, so nothing to worry. After all of these rooms are protected, you will be led upstairs to the tower, to Maldranik's tower, where Eldrin lies face down, slumped over a crystal ball.
Oh,
he is
no.
unconscious, not dead. I will tell you that straight away.
Quickly, check his mouth.
Hell's heart stop.
I know, literally.
The Lady Azura is casting Greater Restoration on him,
He's tired.
saying, come on now, you've pushed yourself too hard. Just rest. He will say, I cannot rest. I saw a glimpse. I saw a glimpse of the person who was speaking to the prince. I recognized her. And he casts an image upon the wall, upon the ball, the crystal ball. And every one of you will recognize the Queen of Halgania.
What? Who?
King Vanyan's wife.
Oh my god.
Queen Lakara.
This goes all the way to the top.
And welcome to the timeless edition of MVPs.
Oh my god.
Wait, you said she's
Dun,
dead?
dun, dun.
No, she was seen speaking to the prince in the courtyard shortly before he got a glimpse of her face in the shadows, speaking to the prince just before he laid himself on a fountain and allowed Lord Corvin to cut his heart out.
Damn.
Always
Say
fun.
what?
Say what?
You had a woman who was not there. She, to our knowledge.
Yes, indeed. Was never meant to be present. Should be back in Corinna.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dum. Right, let's go one by one. We will start off with. We'll go in reverse alphabetical order today. Ragnar,
Crazy.
Matt, your MVP.
I got so many.
Pick one. We'll come back around.
Before I give my MP, can I read my notes from last time? Are we past the spoiler part of this?
Depends what you're gonna say.
Just about I have just the people who died.
You would
I don't
know
know if
now that Selene would be the next in line for the throne. So the point being, she was in disguise, so she wasn't known about. Meaning that any official bloodline Arnusi heirs are dead.
Can I tell Mikyala
So the line will be
last time?
shattered. Sure.
Kenvar, Ridian, Clementine, all dead. And they're not dead right now, and I'm disappointed.
Damn.
They were the ones who died last night.
That would be sick.
Plus some other person who I don't recognize the name, so it's all. And Robus, I don't know who Robus is.
He was the guy who you never went back to with the hand. It was Alamar's cousin. That is a spoiler
Right?
because he will be back.
Oh, good.
So I have to give my MVP to my favorite NPC of all time finally appearing, Celine. Me and Josh had the same reaction because we knew immediately who was about to show up when James said a voice started talking. And I have to bring up, Mikyala wouldn't have noticed this. In like episode 3, James accidentally called Petronil Celine.
It was episode 1! I was 12 minutes in, and I called the Lady Petronil Celine.
It was like episode 2 or 3.
No, it was 10 minutes into episod 1.
Yes.
Literally, it was
episode
right at the
1?
beginning. Yeah, and I was
I remember.
fuming.
It meant nothing to me.
Yeah, I did realize in hindsight that the name wasn't going to mean anything, but it did mean that maybe she wasn't who she was.
Well, last time she appeared almost immediately, and she was.
No, last time I
Jamal's
slipped up
mentor.
so early that I had to change the storyline.
Oh. she was like Jamal's mentor.
Yeah, she ended up being Jamal's mentor instead of Eldrin because I fucked up the storyline. Yeah, so I was pleased that I kept it a little single a little longer. Well, the Lady Petronil herself is one of my favorite NPCs. So it'll be sad to see her go.
I know.
Did I choose to go in reverse alphabetical order? Yes, I did. Olivia, Mikyala, MVP.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say something similar. Olive's idol, Lady Petronil, turned out to be a sham, a fraud. This is really gonna affect her in so many ways going forward. And she's very suspicious of this woman. I hope you know it.
That was one of my big MVPs, was you saying Lady Celine suspiciously is benefiting.
And also Nassim and Kieran's drama was really funny.
Good. Back in that first half.
Yeah.
Hugo, Josh.
Hugo. Yep.
This is the most stupid order MVP's ever chosen ever.
I mean, so much of the episode is just a giant MVP. I think, like, it was just all like executed so well by you, James.
Oh, thank you.
It really felt like a very Sirius Black is loose in the castle kind of panic when it happened, which I think was really good. God. I think the biggest crime is Zedric. I mean, what a waste. What a waste. Yeah, it's just, I think like the whole episode was just one giant MVP, so.
Did you suspect that any of those Kareninobles were going to die? Until before the first death.
So I, like we've talked about lots of times, I've got this and another something
Careful.
mingled a lot.
Yeah. Jamal too, I think.
So in my head I was kind of, even though I now know they're separate, I was still expecting everything. So in a little bit I was expecting it, but also I was like, that could be something else, so yeah.
Cool. Jamal.
Holy shit, this was an episode with two halves, and the second half totally overshadowed so much of the shit that I was like, oh, MVPing for the first, and then the second
Wait, feel free to give your first half MVPs too. I'll go around twice if I have to. This is the chapter finale. It's the big one. Ironically, also underran. I thought this was going to go over by like 45 minutes. I was really glad it.
I don't know how you managed to underrun. So I'm going to have to give the first half lot to the absolute clusterfuck of Serena and the totally failed dates.
Serena's parents want something she doesn't.
Yep, and then as like an extension of that, after all the shit that went down on that table, it's just like, yeah, everyone's just gonna come along and just join on ours, and it's like, oh, what the fuck? Why? What's going on?
Yeah.
we'll leave you there, and we might come back to you if you have more later. Elora.
Okay, I'll just give one for the return of the Rose Ball, because all of us, except for maybe Mikyala, who didn't know it was coming, have been waiting for the Rose Ball. Knew it was going to happen. But I will give my early episode MVP is Hugo's mom grilling him about
I was absolutely waiting for the moment where Volgan says, "Yeah, I work at the Dancing Dryad." Like, I was really I didn't know how you'd approach it, but if you dropped any hint that he might be from the town at all, he was just going to come forward and say it. Yeah. Matt, you said you had loads. Have you got anything left?
I think it was actually set for the most part. The only thing I will say is, just look at my notes. This was episode 6 this happened. What episode we are now?
No. No.
Yeah,
that
this
early?
it happened in episode 6.
I believe it.
Episode 5, my notes say November 7th, party at Lady Serena's house. Episode 6, all this.
All this.
Oh, Serena's party. That's in the second chapter now. Because it was going to be Serena's party, and then Olivia decided to have a birthday party, so
my party.
so you had it instead. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like I did say to you guys, there was a lot that I wanted to do in the first campaign that I didn't get to do the way I wanted it to, right? It's very nice for me to go back and get it. I don't know if correct is the right word, but like, yeah, to do it the way I originally intended as a very young and naive DM.
To give it the redo that you always wanted.
Yeah, episode 5, the Grand Bull. Fucking hell. You guys must have leveled so fast. Yeah, well, anyway.
This one's definitely been much slower.
We finished at 10 in like 30-something episodes.
Didn't we start at level 3 or something?
Probably.
Awesome.
Elora, have you got a... No, that's not right. Mikyala, have you got anything else you wanted to mention?
I did like that Olive is consistently bad at dancing. Because I think that is something so, how many freaking balls they throw in this place. It's like, God, all the time. So it's nice for her to have a date to be bad at dancing.
Were you glad he hammed it up with you, or would you have preferred that he tried to disguise it?
No, yeah, because Olive's like not trying to be like these posers anyways,
Yeah, full disclosure, I'd originally planned for any romances to sort of reject you guys at first. And then you went for a scout and a whore? And I was like, well, that's shooting fairly low. I can let that go through.
Look, we're like the salt of the earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously I'd always planned to rehash the Eldrin Leovold romance that didn't.
Yeah.
So in the first campaign, Eldrin consistently hit on Leovold, and Leovold consistently rejected him. So I was hoping for them just to re-roll that theme, and this time Cael's a little more willing than Leovold was, so that's cool. But yeah, that's fun to rehash. Oh my god. Josh, anything else you wanted to mention?
No, I already gave it to the whole episode.
Yeah, well, true. People said they had lots. I wanted to make sure I gave them due diligence. Laura? I'm going to come back to Elora first, and Jamal,
The
if
only
you want
one
anything.
I had was the return of Celine, so I think we've covered everything.
Yeah. I had quite a few. I really enjoyed the heartfelt moment where Jamal said that Cael wasn't doing any illusion magic. He was just going to let this be organic. That was really sweet. I also liked you choosing Eldrin over your mother. That was fun. I really enjoyed the Quincy Olive dance where they've both been primed. That was super fun. You caught the vibe so quickly. Elora, thank you for being the piggy in the middle. Well, not piggy, but you know what I mean. The in the middle. Where, you were in between people's problems, but you weren't the focus. Like, you really picked up the vibe very quickly and went with it with Alamore, and then later with the two sitting either side. side of you. I also enjoyed the ponytail moment where you just cut it off. Don't worry.
Cut it off.
Don't worry. He's still got the ponytail. He's just dead.
Well, thank
Maybe an improvement.
Yeah, true. Not to the prince, though. I really liked Hugo getting a massively high perception check on the spider. I'd always planned for there to be the fox outside to tell you the story, but you getting the spider first and getting like a weird second view of it was really cool. It gave me a chance to let you know about the silence spell they used. I will just say, just because it sounds a little skewed, I wasn't quite clear. It wasn't that they were fighting, it's that they cut their hearts out.
Sure, whatever.
They didn't actually like sword fights, but you did know that the Lord Corvin had sword marks on him. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that, but there were lots of little moments. I really enjoyed the first half. I think you guys really did it justice. I really liked the sort of, we're getting good at these balls and like, you know, fitting in with the vibe and finding the moment, but Hugo and Volgan's first cute dance at the ball and just like little bits, just really sweet. I really enjoyed that. And you guys let me make it sweet and poignant and lull you guys down to a full sense of security to then blow it up, which was really lovely that you guys went with it so much and nobody was like suspicious or anything, so that was great. Yeah. But on that note, that is where we're going to end. If you guys would like to say goodbye.
Bye.
It just falls to me to say thank you very much to Dinner and a Show for the massive donation, and to let you know that we will be taking a break between our chapters, but at some point in the future, we will see you soon.